So, growing up, my father did not spend a lot of time telling me how pretty I was. He didn't. What he did was tell me over and over, it felt like, I heard him say several times, you have great understanding. And not just me and my sister, the one I grew up with. Um, he would say, y'all have great understanding. You have great understanding. My father was a very religious man, and just saying it now, I think of Eve, you know, eating the apple, and not even getting into the whole, did that really happen debate, not missing the point of the story, um, but just having great understanding. And I met this one man, while I was working, my client's son just started talking to me one morning, like unprompted. I thought, I don't know. And he told me, he said, I don't know why I'm talking to you about this. He said, I don't know why. I'm here it is. And he said, a lot of men don't understand that women are the brains. They're like, we got it. We have great understanding. And that my dad told me over and over and over and over again. It felt like you have great understanding. And he held me accountable. Uh, to whom much is given, much is required. Um, so he held me accountable. There were certain things I just, it's just not how I was raised. There's certain things I see people doing. There's certain things that people expect me to do because it's what they're used to and stuff like that. Is not how I was raised. And now that I'm an adult, I have to hold myself accountable. Fortunately, I have been trained to do so. I've been trained to do so, to hold myself accountable, to uh, know when I'm failing, and to understand that it's failure, and then to do better next time. You know, and it just makes it easy for other people to misunderstand me because they don't get it. Even when I was around a bunch of churchy people, a bunch of religious people, they didn't get it. It is what it is. This is our life. I know I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? Even though I haven't knowingly met someone else like me, I know that I have met someone else like me. Do you know what I mean? And I just didn't, realize it, didn't see it. It wasn't the right time for us to connect, whatever. I know I'm not the only one because I watch these videos, I listen to these sermons, I listen to these testimonies. Shoot, I've read the Bible. I know I'm not alone. I know, but this is not a unique experience. It's just, goddamn. Like the isolation. Like right now, I'm at home, but I'm locked away, literally closed the door and I locked it in a room by myself. The isolation, is real, it's heavy. Um, I'm used to it because I grew up when I could have been easily influenced as a child and as an adolescent. I was still, I was like painfully shy and would have panic attacks and all that stuff. So I was alone, you know. And now that I'm older and I'm not painfully shy and I'm not having, panic attacks. I mean, I still get nervous sometimes, but not like before. Now I'm just, now that I'm not afraid to speak, I'm still, alone because of what comes out of my mouth when I do speak. And I'm used to it. It is what it is. I know that eventually I'll, not even eventually, I know that like when I do the math and I really think about it, this is my preference. Because like I said, I haven't really connected with my tribe, so to speak. So this is, I have to be a lone wolf. Have to fly solo dolo. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what to do. Sometimes I feel like I need to do something, and that's when I get um, frustrated. When I feel like the reason why things are not what I want them to be is because I'm not doing something. And, you know, eh, like once I am able to kind of chill, like last night I was really frustrated. But this morning, the problem is still the same. It's been the same for years, but I feel calm and peace about it again. Um, because there is nothing, I know that there's nothing I can do to change it because I've been trying for years. So there's nothing I can do to change it. Um, and I used to think that because I am so well spoken, because just the way that my mind works, that I could, if I could only speak to people, if I had the opportunity to speak to people, then I can get them to see things my way. Um, and what I learned as I matured and got older was just because I've convinced someone doesn't mean that they will allow themselves to be convinced. Because it's like, yeah, like that they'll be thinking like, yeah, you're right, yeah, you know, and it won't mean anything. Like people are stubborn and they're hard-hearted, and sometimes that what it is you can't change their mind because that's not the point. Because what they're doing is just they're them being disagreeable. That's the point. The point is for them to be contentious with you. The point is um, for there to be, they want there to be an issue. So you might think, oh, well, if we just address their concern, right, then we fix it, it's okay. But it's still not okay for some reason. That's because this concern was a red herring. It's not really a problem. It was just a means to an end. And the end was that they just wanted there to be a problem. They wanted there to be strife and conflict and turmoil. It didn't matter about what. It doesn't matter as long as there's an issue. Um, I understand that. I understand that. And so it's like, well, what are you gonna do to fix it? Baby, you could leave. You know what I mean? But they don't want to leave because they want to cause you struggle. They want to see you struggling. They want to see you sweating. You're making it look too easy. They want there to be a problem. No, that's not it. Everyone can see there's a problem. They want you to break. They want to break you. And it's like, I'm struggling with um, verbalizing these people's agenda because when you're built for tough, It's like, baby, whatever it is you're trying to do is not going to work. You know what I mean? And so their agenda keeps changing. All they know, and they don't even know, they're just being used. They're just, they're just being used. They don't know what the problem is. They don't know. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know why they're doing it. They don't know when they're going to stop. They don't know. They're just being used. NPCs, puppets. You know, and I can, you can see it. I watched a video and the girl said, the reason why people are staring at you is because you're attractive. I said, that's too easy. I said, that's too simple. It's not that what she was saying was incorrect. She is correct. It's because you're attractive, but not in the sense, not in that sense, in the sense that your energy is attractive. You are attracting things. You're like a magnet. You're attracting these things, and I mean that word, these things, to you. You're attracting them to you. Why are they staring at you? The Bible says the enemy goes around like a roaring lion, looking for whom he can destroy. Have you ever had somebody look you up and down? What are they looking for? They're looking, they're seeing, how am I gonna get her? How am I gonna get her? How am I gonna cause her to trip? Is she paying attention to where she's walking? Let me throw that stone right in her path. I don't even see, people talk about the devil being cunning. God said, let he who is without sin throw the first stone. Devil said, okay, I'm not going to hit you with the stone. I can't do that. God just said I can't do that. I'm going to just leave it in your path and watch what you do with it. Cunning. People don't see this. People don't understand. People don't understand what's happening. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's messy. It's difficult to see your way out of it. Sometimes you have to close your eyes and use your hands. Sometimes you have to talk without a script and just let whatever comes to your mind come out. I didn't know where I was going with this video. I'm just talking. I'm rambling on top of my head. Not even off the top of my head. There's nothing in there. I'm just opening my mouth. Okay? That's why they're checking you out. It's not because you're cute. It's because you're attractive. And they're looking for the issue. And they don't even know. They just think they're looking. They don't even know why their eyes are moving. They just do. Because they don't control their eyes. They don't control their eyes. No. I forget how the verse goes, but what is it? Like, if your eye causes you to sin, pluck it out. Your hand causes you to sin, cut it. I was really big on dressing modestly for a time. But not only was I big on dressing modestly myself, I was very big on controlling what I looked at. Because, I don't know about you, but it's 2023, okay? There's ass everywhere, tits everywhere, belly buttons everywhere, right? I have it, you can find it on my page, right? But I was like, if I don't want to look at that, if I don't want to consume that, then I can control my eyes and not look at it. When I was in a homeless shelter, there was a man who said he was some kind of delivery man. And he said that he knew that when he went to certain places he was a married man as well. to make his deliveries, he said he kept his eyes on the tip of his equipment. He walked around with one of those, the things that they use, that they stack up boxes on it and they use it to help them carry it to one location to another. He said he kept his eyes trained on the tip of his equipment. That moved me so much. It impacted me so much, that testimony, that story of how he was dealing with his issues. So I was very big on controlling my eyes, but they're not. They are unconscious of the fact that they're not in control of their eyes. So if they see a little hint of a jiggle, if they see a little hint of skin, that's them. Like when someone with big breasts, if you're speaking to someone, and they have big breasts, and you ever speak to someone and they can't, you see them? They don't even realize that they don't have control of their eyes. And it's not a problem to them. It's natural. It's just the natural way of things. That's how they think. It's so funny to me. I laugh, haha. It's hilarious. Seriously. So they're being used, prowling, looking this way, that way. What's going to be the issue today? What am I going to do today? No plans, no stress, no work, nothing.